Hi everybody, we're back again with another video, and we just wanted to basically start off where we left off. So for the jig is up, we were at the mall, we were recording, and like I said in the description, we wanted to show you what a unmotivating and just a dry environment looks like. It yields nothing, so nobody gets nothing, the business gets nothing, the consumers get nothing. So that was just to show you guys, like, it's basically time to tighten up. Okay, everybody has dreams. They can be realized, you know, money can be acquired. It's not nothing top secret. So it's just basically go for your dreams. So in leading with that is, everyone always asks how to do an altar, how to do this, how to do that. But I said, well, why don't we just come back with the fundamentals, and that is how to write your petition. You know, if you have an altar, you know, Rodney always says to write your petition on parchment paper. So I figured, you know, you got to start somewhere. So this is, I guess, basically how to do that. So this is how to write a petition for, what was this, money work?
You can do it for money work, prosperity. It covers the whole thing. Okay,
so we're going to do a petition for prosperity work. We have a piece of
brown paper. You can use brown paper bags and cut them. You can buy the rolls of brown paper at Walmart, places like that. Parchment paper can be used. If you're in a bind, regular paper can be used. As it goes in history, you're supposed to write it with a pencil.
Yeah, I don't have a pencil. I just have my princess wand. You guys get a pencil, a number 2. Can you use a mechanical pencil? Okay, mechanical pencil. This is all I had, so forgive me and my writing instrument.
That's fine. Sometimes I don't have pencils. I can write it in ink. I do sometimes when people want a love work done, I prefer the client to write a petition because it's coming from their heart, meaning their intentions. I found out through history, if somebody sits down and writes something down, they mean it. The masters of poetry and music, when they sat down, they made masterpieces. As a psychologist, I understand when people sit down, unfortunately, and nobody for all their life has reached out to help them, and they're going to step off into the abyss. When they sit and write their last words, they usually mean it and follow it up. So when you sit down and write something from your heart, you mean it. Means when the spirits that you're working with, the energies that you're working with, will understand that more, because coming from you, it's your intentions. So we'll start on the petition. This is going to be a petition for funds, money, prosperity. If you have a new business, you can start writing, you know, about your business, and write from your heart what you'd like the spirits or the energies to do. As Aisha is doing it now, there's no set term to way to do it, but write from your heart.
And I'm a lefty, you guys can see.
I have a lot of my clients send in petitions. I have them write on their own, and I don't want y'all to think, oh, it's supposed to be on brown paper. No, it doesn't have to be. That's how it was passed down in many religions. Santeria, Voodoo, New Orleans Voodoo. That's how it's been passed down. I guess because in the old days, that's all people had to write on was brown paper and pencils. She wrote a small narrative.
Yeah, I just put, I would love for my clothing business to acquire high-paying, numerous clients that love my fashions.
Yeah. And then you can lock it in, as they say, by writing across the top, prosperity in business. Just circle it around until your last words connect with your first words. And I'll explain more about it on other ways for other petitions that you'll be writing. What it does is, the way it was passed down to me, that you're locking your words inside of a circle. Many times it all depends what energies you're working with. You may have to write things down in those numbers. Yeah, just make a circle.
It looks more like an oval.
Well, I'll say circle. It's going to make a round. It's going to come out looking like an egg anyway.
Okay.
And I'll touch real quick on when you're doing a petition to the barons or Mama Bridget. It's a little bit different. So once your last words connect with the first, it's okay if it runs over a little bit. Okay, turn the paper 90 degrees,
Yeah.
put it in front of you. To bring something to you, many of us know, you fold the paper towards you. Take it from the top, fold it. Okay. Now, I forgot this. If you have oils, prosperity oil or money oil, you can put a small dab on your finger and brush it across the wording. Yes. Now, the wording may bleed. That's okay. It doesn't mean anything. Take the paper again and fold it again. I usually leave it like that. You can turn it 90 degrees if you want and fold it once more to you. And then you take your candle and you set your candle on top of your petition. Okay, remember the candling work where the anchor is supposed to be at?
In the middle. This is kind of not.
Yeah. This is why I told a bunch of clients I hadn't been sending out candles. The whole batch that we've been getting in cases, if you can see, it's a problem with the wicks. They burn low and then burn out. I haven't been sending candles out like that because I didn't want my clients to think something's wrong with the work. It's not. It's craftsmanship into the candle. We've been having trouble with 2 cases, so that's why the candles haven't been going out. If you have the oils at the same time, you can dress your candle. I had a video on that once. If you have my videos, you can go back over it. It's very simple. You can take the candle and drop some oil inside and rub the oil around, or you can get what I use. You can get these at the dollar store, the wooden barbecue spears for shish kebabs.
Oh, the skewers.
Yeah, run it through the wax and then pull it out. But it's meticulous. You have to sit down, drop the oil into that hole, and what you're doing is loading the candle up from start to finish. But rubbing it here is the same thing. The oil will stay there as it burns. So that is a simple petition that could be done for prosperity. Love work, you may want to write it in red ink, but always remembering, as I tell my clients and tell anybody, to write it from your heart. That is your intentions that is going into the work. That's the best thing. That makes the work stronger. It's the client's intentions. It's the worker's intentions that go into the work itself. But as you heard me say many times, especially for love work, I don't want that person to come back to me. If they do, I'll set them up for the night and fly them straight back to you the next day. It's your intentions of what's going to happen. Now, this was for prosperity. We're using a white candle today. If you want, you can find a glass encased green candle at Botanica's. Some dollar stores may have them. As I said, out of 2 cases, we've been having trouble with this batch of candles. Now, to move to the next one, if it's love work.
Piece of paper? Or no?
No, we'll use this one.
Okay.
It's basically the same thing. You write your petition, that especially from your heart, asking the spirits that we're working with or the energies that we're working with, what you want from your heart about that significant other, male or female. And then once again, you can write y'all names, how she did, encapsulating your petition writing. You can write your names up here as she did.
So I write Rodney and Aisha going all
That's
around.
yeah, like that. Or you can bring back my lover. If you're a female, write his name. If you're a male, write her name. Encapsulate it, what you're doing, as it was told, to lock your petition in. Same thing. If you have some love oil or return oil, you can take some on your finger and rub it across your work. Again, you fold it towards you as she did with the prosperity. Fold it again, and then if you have your red candle or pink candle, and let's not flip out, if you can only find a white candle, white works just as well. White covers all the bases. You can still again fix your candle by rubbing the oil on the inside or loading it down. As I said, that takes some time because that hole is small. I've went as far as sticking a Phillips screwdriver shaft in there. Now you have a very big hole that the oil can go in, and then you lose a lot of your oil. But either way around, always remember to, as you're using candles, to dress them when you gift them, no matter what, with rum or Florida water. Being physical, people do pass on intentions no matter what. That's scientific. That's been proven. So you want to cleanse your candle by taking Florida water, pouring in your hands, and then rubbing it through the candle. Always remember, I hadn't been doing it. Set this in some water for a few hours, and then you can peel this off. Rub the bottom, the casing, and around the inside. If you don't have that, if you have rum, whiskey, you can do the same thing. What you're doing is cleansing the candle from any negative that may have been put there, and we should be all right. Now, as I said, to be a little bit different, we're going to hit on this real quick because we're going to do a little bit more in depth working with the gay day when you're writing a petition toward gay day. That is different. Remembering that you're now stepping into maybe the beginnings of black magic doing this, so you have to be on point. It's almost like writing your petition to Saint Expedite. As we all know, we have to write using our head. Don't be frivolous of what we're writing. Be cautious of your words. The only difference with that is, of course, you write your petition, write what you want. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to write it. If it's revenge, you know what to write from your heart. If it's whatever you're asking the gay day to do, you write your intentions down coming from your heart. As I tell people, if you're mad about something, be mad when you're writing the petition. That is your intentions. Again, except when you're writing for the gay day, you may have to write the name of the person 9 times, overlapping 9 times. You write it 9 times going one way, and then 9 times going across it, crossing your work out, which means this is the name and you're crossing that name out with that name. That's one way. There's several other ways to do it. Again, if you have black arts oil, rub the black arts oil onto the petition, but this time you fold the paper away from you, because I don't know anything in dark magic or black magic, however you want to do it, you don't want to bring it to you, so you fold it away from you using probably a black candle, or if you can't find a black candle, a purple candle for Baron Samedi in the Barons and Mehmet Bridget. A white candle again can be used. Sometimes black candles in encased glass, some of them are iffy the way they burn, so if there's a lot of soot coming out, everything's perfect. Again, that's the manufacturer. We've happened to come across a batch of black candles that are burning beautifully compared to these white ones. That's hitting on the black magic of the gay day part. Just be cognizant of what you're doing and who you're asking. Remember, there's several barons. I've known people to write petitions to Mekafu. That you have to tread very easily on. This energy does not tolerate mistakes too much. Remembering that he's the brother of Legba. The younger brother, Legba, is the sun. Mekafu is the darkness. A lot of people can match him up with the devil. I myself don't believe this. I just think that he controls the corruption and demons of the world. He's very good with working with roots and black magicians. A lot of times you'll hear him being referred to as the just judge. But we're going to do a video about the Baron and get into a little bit more. I just want to explain more about the petition being different due to the writing of the names or the words 9 times one way, 9 times the other way, remembering that the gay day number is 9. The petition, no matter what, has to come from your heart. If you're serious about doing something, get mad about it as you're writing. That's your intentions going into that paperwork. You can dress it with the black arts oil, remembering fold it away from you, and then if you have it, dress your black candle or a purple candle. Everybody should be able to find the color candles. Most people has botanicals around them. I'll suggest 2 at one time, not to burn together, but when this burns out, you have a backup to go into it, remembering to cleanse it with the Florida water and then load it. Your petition will still be good. You shouldn't have to write a second petition when you change out your candles. In between that time, if your petition is granted or heard, you should begin to have movement in between there. Do not get worried by your second candle time you hadn't heard anything or been seeing any movement, remembering once you set it out, it goes to the time of the spirits, not on our time. Everybody wants quick results these days. This is not an app we're going to. You're working on the spirits' time. Once you send it out, it's on that energy's time. A lot of times it does seem like a long time when you're doing it. Once again, when you're inside the cage looking out, things are different. When you're outside looking in, things are much different. So that's a short video on that petition writing. Yes, I know it's quick, but as far as the petition, it has to come from your heart. I can only tell you, and we can show you the basics of how to do it, but it comes down to what you feel in your heart. I don't write petitions for my clients. I don't feel that revenge work. I don't feel the anger that you have when you want to go out somebody that when you've been done wrong. Love, I don't feel the love that you have for that person, male or female, as you would if you turned the table around and I was your client. It would be hard for you to do this. But candle magic, anyone can do this. It's the same thing. I find it funny when people say, people who practice, and it's not just one religion, it's all the religions, devil worshiping. But remembering at the same time, you can go to your Catholic church, go into the rectory. There's usually 3 or 4 old ladies in there. You buy a candle for $10, which is a wider candle. It's actually a 7-day candle. You can buy them online, but they get expensive because the glass is wider, and they actually, I think, burn for 7 days. I've never had one of these burn a complete 7 days. It's usually 5.5, maybe 6 days, but don't worry about that. But to get off, I got off topic. You can go in there, give them $10, buy the candle, tell the ladies your problem, and they'll sit down and write a petition, and then go in and light the candle, put the petition underneath the candle. So where does this devil worship come from? They're doing the same thing you're doing. You're paying them to do it. Sometimes they won't write it, but you can go in there with your own petition. Go to this, they'll show you the slot that's open inside the church. You lay your paper down, you set your candle down, then you light it, and while you're there, if you want to meditate and pray while you're inside the holy house, that's fine. So basically, this is about it. We're going to touch a little bit more on the black side, if you want, the dark side of the petitions and the barons, and we're going to try to construct an altar, a simple altar to show you.
Sorry, you guys, it's getting ready to rain.
So we'll do it like that. And as always, she gave you an introduction of what happened to the jig is up. That followed into the prosperity stuff. We are still going to build a prosperity altar to show you how simple it is and how to work that. So as always, support the channel, hit the subscribe button, and support with comments of what you'd like to see or what your thoughts on things. So thank y'all very much. Like, share, and subscribe.